Well, hello everyone. Welcome to my vlog. It is Monday, June the 30th, 2016, and it's just a lovely sunny afternoon here in Kamsack. I'm out doing my daily ritual of sweeping up all the caterpillars that are. Ooh, there's one there dropped down on me. Yeah, there's. The other day I mentioned that I had a couple billion of them. And I know that sounds rather drastic and extreme, but I don't believe for a moment I was exaggerating. And where I get that from is the fact that I'm surrounded by all these trees, and for whatever reason, all the caterpillars have decided it's time to come down. So what they do is they spin this silk or whatever, this web, and from about 60 to 70 feet up in the air, they kind of work their way down. The wind kind of blows them from, sways them, and somehow they let go or they release, and they. Well, hello there, tubers. It's me again. Um, I had a chance to sweep up a lot of caterpillars. Um so many so that I did have a pile of them. I was able to sweep them onto a pad of cement, part of my walkway, and the approximate dimensions or area was approximately about a 24-inch circle, so about a 2 foot by 2 foot circle, and it at one point was approximately, well, six inches high. This whole pile of caterpillars. There were thousands upon thousands upon thousands and so on of these caterpillars. The only problem was they kept moving. They kept squiggling, and although as fast as I could sweep them into this one area, one pile, they kept crawling away, and they're not that fast, but nevertheless, when there's 1,000 of them moving at one time, it's difficult to contain them. And but anyways, that was just from one day, because I did the same thing yesterday and the day before, and they're relentless. I'll give them that. But the reason that I sort of gathered them, corralled them all into this one cement pad was it was away from the house, away from the trees, closer toward the hedges near the back. So when they do disperse, they'll quite likely go towards the hedges and hopefully away from the houses, away from the house. However, I don't know if they're attracted to grass. I cut my grass really short, and so in the hopes that it won't be too enticing to them. But anyways, they yeah, they move quite quickly. I had thoughts of getting my grain shovel and scooping them into a garbage bag and then contain them, but then I guess that's quite cruel, because they would eventually all perish, and it's not that I want to see them all perish. It's just that I'm trying to keep them away from the house. Uh, so I kind of ruled that idea out. But on the other hand, I could have done so and just really taken the garbage bag a few miles out of town if I had my car. I don't have my car, but I could have just to relocate them. And if I did it quickly enough, they would survive, I'm sure. But if I just put them in a bag, the garbage bag, they wouldn't survive. So anyways, that's kind of how I've spent my little portion of today. I had other things I needed to do today, and I'll get to those shortly. Uh, but for now, I'll just kind of leave it at that. Okay. Oh, tomorrow, I'll likely have to do the same ritual, but this time I'll video it. I'll just for those doubters, for their benefit. And I don't know if they've ever seen a million or so caterpillars in one pile, all kind of moving amongst themselves. But for those doubters, that they would certainly quickly realize that I'm not necessarily exaggerating about this incident. And I know that one of the reasons I've got it so bad, I was looking at my neighbor's house, and they're working their way up the house as well, but at far lesser numbers. And it just occurred to me that I'm the house that has all the trees, as I mentioned in my previous um, blog entitled My Own Personal Rainforest, as well as I'm a corner unit. So I've got this barrage of trees all around me. Hence, I've got all triple, quadruple the amount of caterpillars that, say, for example, my neighbor has. And so I went around the house with the broom, and I'm just sweeping them off the siding and off the basement and off the windows, basement windows, and the shrubs and so on. But there are many. I took a walk to this store and bought a few things today, and it's only about 4 long blocks, and every block is covered, the ground is covered with these little caterpillars because of all the trees in all of our streets. So I realize I'm not the only one. It's all through the town. It's probably all through this part of the province anyways, at least. And I try to imagine how many little caterpillars that is. I compare it with the universe. How many stars are there in the universe? Or how even galaxies? Or how many grains of sand on the beach? Anyways, I'll leave it at that thought for now.